This is a new project boat. Friends of ours recently acquired this from Chicago. They found it on Craigslist. This is a Bianca Aphrodite 101. It's about 33 foot long, and this model came from 1985. Aphrodites were manufactured originally in Denmark, and I believe they still are there, although they're under a new company name. But this is definitely a racing vessel. It's only got about a 9-foot beam on it, 33 foot long, 9-foot beam. This place is about between 10 and 11,000 pounds. And so this is now in our yard, and another restoration project. And I'm going to be building a deck to be able to give myself easier access to the boat, for being able to get up and down a lot easier. There'll be a stairway coming off that deck, as well as a little bit of workspace up there. It's a pain to try and get up and down in a step ladder or from an extension ladder, but she's a really beautiful boat, and been looking at some videos and pictures online. This thing sails through the water very nicely. Got a huge keel, and this boat really came with everything that we need to put it back into working order. Apparently the gentleman who owned this boat in Chicago fell ill as he was in the middle of gathering supplies for this boat, and so there's a lot of teak and hardware components that came with this boat. I've got them all inventoried and stored in my basement right now, so I'll have lots of things on hand as this project progresses. So this is just kind of a first snapshot of this project, and there'll be much more to come. This is the Yanmar 1-cylinder diesel engine for that Aphrodite 101. Some people think, maybe this engine is a little small for this, but as I mentioned, the Aphrodite 101 only has a 9-foot beam, and that thing doesn't take much for it to pull through the water. So this 1-cylinder Yanmar will be more than sufficient, to push it along 5 or 6 knots through the water when under motor. So that's this has been recently rebuilt, so this is in great working order and ready to drop in the boat when it's time. And here are all those spare parts. A lot of the stainless steel hardware and deck hardware and those types of things are now, I was able to get everything confined down to 2 bins and got everything inventoried, so that as we start reassembling the deck hardware, we'll have the items that we need to put stanchions back on, as well as tow rail and anything else that goes on, cleats and winches and all sorts of fun stuff. So and here are all the teak and hardwood and plywood pieces. Some of these teak pieces are very nice. He got them pre-finished, so a lot of things to replace: the hatch covers and teak trim around the cockpit doorways, and all the doors and drawers, the slats that go in the cockpit floor area, as well as the cabinets, folding table, components to build a new hatch cover over the engine compartment, as well as a plethora of sails for the boat. So all in all, lots of pieces to put it back. New plexiglass, new hatch cover, parts and pieces for things like stoves and blocks for winches, teak trim that goes underneath the winches,